Once upon a time, there lived a wealthy man in a village. He lost his wife early and raised his only son alone. When the son grew up and got married, the father, who loved his son dearly, decided to give him all his property in advance. "It will be yours when I die, anyway, so I will give it to you now to save on taxes. Instead, please take good care of your old father." Saying this, the father handed over the deeds to the house and land, and all the money he had saved his entire life. For a while, the son and his wife treated the father with great care. But that filial piety did not last long. As soon as the assets were transferred to the son's name, the attitude of the son and daughter-in-law began to change. The warm meals turned cold, and the father's room was pushed to a corner of the house. Eventually, the daughter-in-law would glare at him if he spilled even a little rice, and the son could not even bear to hear his father coughing. The old man, now penniless, regretted his decision deeply. "Now that I have nothing in my hands, I am ignored even by my own children." The old man, waiting for his final days in despair, came up with a brilliant idea. He borrowed a small amount of money from an old friend and bought a large, sturdy wooden chest. He filled it with broken pottery and rocks and locked it tight with a strong padlock. He placed the chest in a visible spot in his room. Then he muttered to himself so his daughter-in-law could hear, "I must leave the gold bars inside this chest to the person who treats me best before I die." From that day on, the atmosphere in the house changed completely. The daughter-in-law served meat at every meal, and the son talked to his father every day to keep him company. They believed there was a huge treasure inside that chest. The old man passed away peacefully, treated with the utmost respect by his children. As soon as the funeral was over, the son and his wife opened the chest with high hopes, but inside there were no gold bars, only rocks and a single letter. The letter read, "My dear son and daughter-in-law, do not be greedy. It is sad that a parent's money becomes their authority. But this is the last lesson your old father leaves you." Does this sound like just an old folktale to you? Or does it send shivers down your spine because it feels like your future? You, who have lived thinking that raising children is your whole life. You didn't eat what you wanted, didn't wear what you wanted, and sacrificed everything only for your children's success. But how is your old age now? Is the child you raised with such care your strongest support? Or are they the thorn that hurts your heart the most? Today, I want to talk about something painful but necessary for the rest of our lives: how to wisely distance yourself from the children you love, so you don't end up like the old man in the story. The greatest love a parent can give is not holding on until the end, but moving away at the right time and to the right distance. The first thing to remember is, as the old man realized too late, never give all your retirement funds to your children. This is not just about money. It is about your dignity and survival. Many parents give up their retirement savings to buy a house for their children or to help with their business. They think, "I can just spend less, and my child will take care of me later." But this is a delusion. It may sound cruel, but the moment you give money to your children, your power weakens. Without money, your body and mind shrink. If you are old and broke, you start walking on eggshells around your children. You cannot visit their house with confidence, but rather, you look around nervously like a sinner. On the contrary, when parents are financially stable and can support themselves, children respect them more. It is a cruel reality, but the way of the world is that you are treated well only if you pretend to have gold in your chest. So, keep your wallet closed tight. That is the way to raise strong children, and the way to protect your dignity. Second, you must cut the emotional umbilical cord. You must let go of the thought, "Look at how much I sacrificed for you," to be happy. Children are not your possessions. They are independent individuals who came into this world through your body. But we keep trying to intervene in their lives, even when they are in their 40s and 50s. We worry if they ate, if they are saving money, if they are fighting. But that worry may not be love, but obsession, and that obsession suffocates the child and makes the parent sick. If there is no news from your children, consider no news as good news. There is no need to be sad. If they don't call, it is proof that they are living well without your help. How proud should you be? Do not wait by the silent phone. Instead, meet your friends and enjoy your hobbies. Third, treat your child's house as someone else's house. No matter how much you love them, once they have their own family, that house is strictly their home. Just because you know the passcode, do not visit unexpectedly, do not open their fridge, and do not criticize their lifestyle. Do not force your way of doing things on your son-in-law or daughter-in-law. They have their own ways. The closer the relationship, the more manners you must keep. Treat your children like precious guests and act like a guest when you visit them. Only then will they treat you like a precious guest. It is like a stove. If you get too close, you get burned. If you go too far, you get cold. Maintaining the right distance is the secret to keeping the warmth in the relationship. Finally, the best thing you can do for your children is to be healthy and happy yourself. Do not worry about what to leave them. If you leave money, they fight. If you leave debt, they resent you. The best legacy is showing them the back of a parent who lives bravely without their help. If parents live happily, children can run their own race without guilt. That is what gives them wings instead of holding them back. Do not be afraid of being alone as you age. Do not be sad that the distance from your children is growing. That empty space is not loneliness, but a space of freedom where you can finally live for yourself. Children only come back when you let them go. If you hold tight, they slip away like sand. But if you open your hand, peace settles on your palm. Let your children go from your embrace, and with those empty arms, hug yourself tightly. That is the true happiness of old age.